I'm Jenna.
And I'm Emily, and I'm here with Channel 17 News, giving you an inside look on how the Vietnam War has affected American citizens. Hi, I'm Emily Hawkins, and today I'm here with President Richard Nixon, here to ask him a couple questions about the Vietnam War. How are you today, Mr. Nixon?
I'm great. How are you?
So the first question I have for you, President Nixon, is what is your viewpoint on the war, and why?
Well, I'm for the war due to the fact that the Vietnam War hinders the expansion of communism into the democratic societies our world
Interesting
needs.
reasoning, President Nixon, but I have to ask, what do you think we're benefiting from sending troops to Vietnam?
This war is great for the preservation of democracy. Well, as I said before, I do not want the United States of America to be blamed for the unjust expansion of communism.
Intriguing, President, but I have to ask, how has this whole war affected the public's perception of your presidency?
Well, my decision to withdraw troops from Vietnam and the escalation of bombing has skyrocketed my approval rating by 20,000%.
So much for your time, President Nixon. Is there anything you want to say to the public before we end our interview?
Vote Nixon!
Emily Hawkins here, back with our next interviewee, protester Willow Rainbow. Miss Rainbow? She was aware we had an interview today, right? Ma'am? The first question I have for you, Miss Rainbow, is why do you disapprove of the American involvement in the Vietnam War?
Well, as a member of the Students for a Democratic Society, I think it's a waste of life to place so many people in danger for an unnecessary cause.
Oh, okay. What do you hope to accomplish with this protesting?
I want to stop the drafting of men to Vietnam because I don't believe in innocent lives being sacrificed for a cause that doesn't have a direct solution.
Okay, tagging along on that, why do you think there isn't a direct solution to communism?
Communism isn't a person. You can't kill the spread of an idea, even if you exterminate an entire country.
That's all we have for the Miss Willow Rainbow. Is there anything you want to spread to the public before we end our interview?
Just love.
This is Emily Hawkins signing off. Now on to Jenna Lapierre interviewing some of America's finest.
Thanks, Emily. I'm here with Sergeant Miller to ask her about her experience in the Vietnam War.
Vietnam War.
Sorry. So, Sergeant, what was your reason for enlisting in the war?
I enlisted because America is the greatest country and I believe it is my duty as an American citizen to protect my people.
Good answer. Based on your experience in Vietnam, if you could go back, would you enlist again?
Yes, I would enlist again in Vietnam wholeheartedly because even though the going may have gotten tough, all Vietnam did was strengthen my faith in America.
Good to know. You previously mentioned some hardships. What were some of them?
Some of the hardships I had to experience in Vietnam were having to witness the deaths of many of my family members and friends, and I still to this day suffer from PTSD from the war.
Okay, next question. So, how has the experience in Vietnam changed your views on the government?
I've realized that the American government has failed me. The war has changed my life in the most negative way. I realized we were fighting for nothing. Innocent men lost their lives for literally a pointless war.
So, Patrick Quadger, did you voluntarily fight in this war or were you drafted?
I was drafted. I didn't have that much of a choice. I heard my name called over the lottery, and I just said my last prayers and packed my bags, and that was it.
Sorry to hear that, Mr. Quadger. And last question, how did your military experience influence your thinking about the war or in the military in general?
To be completely honest, it made it worse than before. I had a goal set in mind for my life. I wanted to get a job, settle down, and start a family, but the draft got to me first.
Wow, that was really insightful, don't you think, Emily?
I could not agree more. This is Channel 17 News signing off.